Hi, I'm Rachel from Yoga Course, and this practice is all about releasing tension and accumulated stress in the neck, in the shoulders and the upper back as well. For this practice we are going to be using 2 yoga blocks. If you have some, go and grab some, have them ready nearby. If you don't have any yoga blocks, not to worry, you could use books instead. Make sure that you have enough space on your yoga mat. Roll it all out, get yourself ready, wear something comfortable, and we'll get started. So we're going to get started in an easy, comfortable seated position. Perhaps it's just like this, or extending your legs forwards, or even sitting onto the heels of the feet in a kneeling position. What I really like to do is actually use a bolster for this. So if you have one and you want to use one, slide it underneath your sit bones and find a really comfortable shape for you, and that might mean different things on different days. So take a couple of minutes to really check in and really allow yourself to arrive into this position. Okay, so let's start by inhaling, sweeping the arms all the way up towards the sky. Take an exhale here, and I want you to think about bringing your shoulders away from your ears. Now as you inhale, I want you to lift your shoulders back up to your ears and shrug and bring them up as high as you can. And then use another exhale to release your shoulders down. So we're going to do this a few more times. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then releasing your shoulders down. Let's do one more time. Inhale, lifting and lowering. Good. And then resting the arms all the way back down. Let's take another breath in, sweep the arms up. This time I'm going to open the arms out to shoulder height, and the palms of the hands are going to press out to the sides. So the hands and the arms are very active in this position. You might want to find a different angle that feels more comfortable for you, but make sure that everything is strong here. Well done. From here, bend your right elbow, take hold of your left ear, and then just very gently and slowly tipping the head to the side. So bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder. I'm going to start to create a little bit more space on the side of the neck here. And the largest muscle in the neck here is called the sternocleidomastoid. And this is definitely one of those areas that we tend to store a lot of tension and stress from our posture, from our everyday activities. Lots of things can affect the way that the body is feeling. So I think it's really important to just show up completely brand new to a practice or to a movement actually, and just see where your body wants you to move to. Well done. Let's take this on the other side. When you're ready, re-extend your right arm. Let's go ahead and bend the left elbow, take hold of the opposite ear, and very slowly moving into a little bit of a tip through the head, but really we're bringing the ear towards the shoulder as we lengthen through the right side of the neck. So the right hand is still pressing away, it's still active and strong. And just really giving your body time to adjust into this movement, to arrive more completely before we move again. Well done. Bringing the head very gently back on top, extending both arms back out. Now we're going to just connect the right fingertips down to the ground and lift the left arm all the way up and over. Take a nice full breath in, inflate the left lung. And just see if we can move a little bit further over. Maybe we're creeping the right fingertips a little bit further out. Chest is open. Sit bones are firmly grounded and equal. Well done. From here, bend your left elbow again. Your elbow is pointing skyward. With another breath in, revolve and imagine trying to lift your heart upwards to the sky. And as we exhale, bring the elbow down towards the right knee. So moving opposite elbow to knee. Inhale again as we open, elbow lifts. And exhale as we move forwards and down. Well done. Taking one more. Inhale, maybe there's a little bit more space to have. And exhale, moving forwards and in. Well done. Coming back to our start position, re-extend the arm. Moving back into center, let's see how this feels on the other side. So coming into that lateral side flexion, the bend here. Using the breath in and the breath out equally. Also noticing the spaces between the two sides of the breath as well. Let's see if we can go a little deeper into this. So maybe those left fingertips can move out a little bit more. Staying open with the chest, trying not to collapse or fold forwards. Well done. From here, bending the right elbow. Elbow is lifted. Inhale, lift the heart a little bit higher if there's space to move. And then exhale, drawing the elbow down towards the opposite knee. So inhale, elbow lifts. And exhale slowly through the nose, elbow moves down and in. One more time, big breath in, notice that pause at the top of the breath. And exhale again, notice the pause at the very bottom of the breath before it changes back into the inhale. Good, come back to our start position. We extend the right arm and then moving back into center. Wonderful, if you are in a cross-legged position, take a moment now to switch your legs, have them just rest in the opposite place. So the heel that was closest will be the one that's a little bit further away, and check that you're still feeling really comfortable. Let's continue with this journey. So place the hands behind the head, elbows are flaring out again like little wings to the side. Inhale, lift the heart and imagine trying to bring your elbows backwards, like somebody's holding onto your arms and they're very gently pulling them back behind you. Well done. Use the exhalation now to draw the elbows together, or towards each other at least, and then rounding into the shoulders, bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale as we open, elbows open, arms move backwards, lifting the heart. And then drawing the elbows together, round through the shoulders, drop the chin down. A few more times, inhale as we lift. And exhaling, pull the navel in, we round the shoulder blades. Let's do one more, inhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Imagine that you have a pencil and you're trying to hold it in place between your two shoulder blades. Squeeze. And then rounding through the shoulder blades, we protract and press away. Well done. Coming back into the middle, we're going to release the arms down. Well done. So let's take hold of one of the blocks just for now. Place your hand like it's flat, so in a supination position. Place your block onto your hand, so you're not going to grip the block, instead you're just letting it lay on there. Bring your elbow in towards the side body. Now from this position, what I would like for you to do is open out your block, open out your hand as far as you can to the left side. And then bringing the block back in, but moving more in towards the body, in towards the midline. Let's do that a few more times. Try to really limit the movement of the elbow, just moving and rotating internally and externally. So with these types of movements, we work way past the superficial layer of the muscles that are closest to the surface, and instead we'll begin to work on much deeper layers of muscle tissue. Let's do one more. And we'll take this to the other side. So hand is flat, you place a block on top. Maybe this is your right hand now. Bring the block in towards you. And then we open out. Again, keeping the elbow as still as you can. So that movement will come from your shoulder, more specifically the rotator cuff. Good, navel pulls in. Spine is lengthened. We'll do this a couple more times. Maybe it feels a little bit more open on one side, a bit more accessible on one side. So make all of these observations in your body without any kind of judgment. Well done. Coming back into center, let's take the block back onto the first hand. So perhaps this is your left hand. From here, we're going to lift up and over the head. And then move back around and to our start position. So up and over, and then back and in. Find a little bit more space, so maybe we can really start to open out the arm to the side. And it doesn't really have to be a rigid movement, it can be more fluid, but remember, we're not squeezing the block and holding the block. We are having our hand be flat and just really allowing that block to sit on top. We'll do one more. Take it nice and wide, up and overhead, and back to the center. Take it to the second side. So start position is here, and then up and over the top, and back into the center. Well done. Exploring this, taking it nice and wide, moving it in different directions. Maybe there's an extra little spin of the fingers at the top, so the fingers start pointing forwards, and then we can rotate a little bit more perhaps, keeping the spine nice and long. So we do one more, try to make it even on one side and the other. And then moving back into center, take hold of both blocks this time. Holding on to the blocks now, so you're going to have a good firm grip. Bring your blocks just in front of you. We're going to open the arms out to the sides. The blocks are dangling here. And then bend the elbows, point your blocks upwards. Bring the forearms together just in front. Blocks come together and open back to where we came from. So we'll call this cactus arms with the elbows bent. Bring your blocks together and open. Okay, let's continue with this movement. So I feel it's really important to find the balance between opening and lengthening muscles, but also building strength and stability within the joints as well. Because that really holds a lot of value when it comes to not just our yoga practice, but in our everyday lives as well. Okay, let's go for a few more. We'll make this the last one. And then releasing the blocks just in front. So a little bit of a challenge now. You're not going to hold the blocks. This is the last movement that we're going to do. You're just placing the blocks on top of your hands. Palms of the hands are lifted. From here, both move up and overhead. Take it nice and wide as you come back to the start position. So remember not to grip your blocks, but just having them resting on top of the palms of the hands. So up and overhead. Good, nice big circular movements with the shoulders, with the arms. Good, let's go for one more. Try not to flare open the ribs, pull the navel in and resting. Wonderful. Well done. Okay, placing the blocks just by the side. Give the shoulders a few circles round. And hopefully that helps to relieve some tension and stress in your upper body. Bring your hands to your heart center, your thumbs connecting to your heart space. Bearing the head down and whispering quietly, Namaste.